And wearing the red jerseys, champions of 3 rounds, Delhi Hoopers, Dhruv Burman, number 4, number 5, Harkirat Singh, number 7, Inder Gir, and number 8, Kiran Shastri. And wearing the grey jerseys, Aizwal legends, Kyle Benton, Vanlal Tazwala, Zodin Tara, and Manlal Moana. They would want to definitely win this.
And right off the bat, they're going to Kyle, and Kyle is just bullying his way in there. But it's really going to turn out to be how the ref's going to call this game. Is it going to be refereed lightly, in which that benefits Aizwal, because Kyle's going to get slapped down there a lot. If they're going to let a little physical play go, it's going to benefit Delhi.
And right off the bat, Kyle actually took 1 point and opened the scores for Aizwal. Kyle has made it his mission to keep Delhi out of this game.
And Kyle was ready to go after this morning, just talking about how bad he wants to beat Delhi. And again, 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
But again, it's going to come down to defense, in my opinion, because again, it's 10 baskets of 2s or 11 baskets of 2s versus 21 ones.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy Delhi is going to adopt, because very soon they're going to have to score, and how they choose to do it is the big question.
And Dina from deep. But again, it doesn't matter because Kyle's getting the rebound every time.
Pick up the trash and put it back inside. Make them count.
A quick 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's noted.
And Tazwala with a nice play there, but couldn't finish the basket.
Kiran Shastri out to Indy. Nice sweet pass inside, and Kiran is able to open the scores there, and Delhi actually have a good chance here, but it all depends on the shot selection. Kyle
again, even though he's missing his first attempt, he's still getting the board every time. They're not going to be able to keep him out of the lane when he wants to be there.
The whole idea is to keep him far away from the ring, Himamshu, but that's not going to be possible with a big fellow like Kyle. He's strong.
And he's quick for his size. Don't underestimate his quickness.
Kiran is already looking a tad winded now.
And he saw that. He saw that backdoor cut. He saw it early, and he's talking a little bit to Indy about it. Good defense there.
Dhruv with a tip-in.
Was there a foul there? Nope, don't think there's a foul. I think it was just a warning. Referee's doing a good job trying to control the game.
Kyle with the ball.
That looked like a foul. It looked like he slapped him.
The fouls are all over the place, and Kyle is doing everything possible to get as close to the basket as and get those points up. Definitely he's a man on a mission.
Yeah, and I'm kind of shocked looking at these fouls that Delhi has 0 right now. I'm pretty positive there's been at least 1 foul on Kyle, that Kyle had.
He thinks he claims a block, but no, the referee has given it a foul. So
I don't know, man. I think that was a block too.
Advantage Shastri now.
And still not making his free throw. This is an epidemic from Japan, man. What is he doing? Nice play there. And they got to finish these layups. That's 2 layups now.
Kiran spotting up from outside. Another tip-in. That was by Indy this time. Delhi with 4. Aizwal with 3. Kyle back to Moana. Seven minutes, 35 remaining. Harkirat launching a 2 and making it.
Again,
at 6 points.
If he hits those, they're going to be really tough to beat because if they get that third score, you can't really cheat off of him to help out on Kieran. To help out for Kieran and Indy's drives.
That was a foul, so Kyle is going to go to the free throw line. And that's the thing, once the matchups, like the main matchups are used, people like Harkirat gets to gets a little bit of space and he's free, he's going to nail those shots. It's the same thing with Dhruv. Bring anyone and Delhi can do the damage from outside. And that's an air ball by Kiran.
Indy takes a quick break. Dhruv back in now. They're going to go right back. The entry pass has got to be better here, man. Like this, Kyle has position. These guys got to understand where and when to pass the ball.
It's a tad sloppy, like you've said.
That's a nice drive by Dina there. It's the right thing to do when Dhruv is playing for that entry pass. He's got to attack and take advantage.
Kiran taking it inside, but Kiran has not been consistent in scoring today. This is quite unlike him. He's struggling with scoring. He's gone to the free throw line now. Will this start? Will he start to score in a more consistent fashion?
Usually for shooters and scorers in general, the free throw line is like a savior for them, right? It's, all right, I'm struggling a little bit. I can get an easy, quick shot and see it go in, and then it helps him out. And Moana there with a 2. That's actually what he's known for in Aizwal, but for some reason in this league he hasn't been able to do that.
This round is when he's been showing us glimpses of what he can do from behind the perimeter. Vanlal Moana of Aizwal Legends, and that is a TV timeout. Delhi is going to have to regroup and come back with.
So when Moana was younger, when he was an under 18 player, they actually had very high hopes for him in Aizwal. But for whatever reason, I don't think he was able to develop at a pace they expected out of him. So now maybe this 3x3 format would give him some new life to take this a little bit more seriously and to kind of get back into the rhythm of playing basketball.
I'm actually quite excited seeing the talent that's been coming out of Mizoram and their organized structure of basketball that they have in their state. So this is actually going to throw up a lot of talent, Himamshu, and this is something that we have not noticed so far. And now they're somehow in the limelight now because of 3x3. You're seeing what they're capable of. There's a lot of exposure.
Correct, and they have India's actually first professional league, the Mizoram Super League, and it's a 5-on-5 league that's Mizoram-based players. And they do a great job of promoting it locally, but outside of Mizoram, not many people really know about it. And hopefully, like you said, this raises the basketball community of India's eyes, or opens the eyes on how good Aizwal and Mizoram structure of basketball is and the players are.
Long 2 from Indy, which was not quite on the mark, but rebounded. But Moana has taken a tumble now. The scores are level. 6 minutes 14 on the clock. The conditions are quite windy right now. There's a nice pass inside to Indy. Indy was able to make that. It would be a great idea to take the game inside rather than outside, considering the windy conditions. But hey, the wind is favoring Lucky Luke now.
And you see Kyle coming at you like that. It's a little scary, to be honest.
Yeah.
And one. That's a big shot there. Nice move by Kyle. And it's like we talked about yesterday, it's really hard to referee against players like Kyle and Tamaj when the players around them aren't equally their size. Because you want to give the benefit out to the smaller player, but you can't.
You can't do that. No. Moana taking it inside. No.
That's 2 now that he's missed.
Dhruv making that extra pass outside to Kiran.
And good help defense there by the entire Aizwal team.
Dhruv beats Burman, makes it from outside. 2 points to Delhi, 11. And Aizwal have 7. Khaswala to Moana.
Oh.
That was way out of the target, right?
We're going to blame that one on the wind.
Okay. Five minutes 23 on the clock, and that is a timeout. After the great start, Kyle seems to have slowed down a bit in his contribution to the points.
And a fellow Mizzo over there, Laurina from Kolkata, helping out his brethren, trying to give him some advice against Delhi. Laurina's now played Delhi 2 times the last 2 rounds, so he definitely has some familiarity with them.
And it was interesting because Lalrina was mentioning that how he'd love to play with Timash and be a facilitator and give off those alley-oops and passes so Timash could dunk some more.
I mean, that would have been interesting to see for sure. Him and Kyle or him and Timaj.
Oh, there's a lot of emotion right now.
A lot of anger.
Yes.
A lot of it directed towards the referees, too. I'll say,
Kiran, yes!
Aizwal has played some pretty decent defense against Indy today.
That was a hard foul by Indy.
And no complaining there, which is unusual.
Yeah.
At least how today's been going so far. I think he accepted that was a clear foul.
And once Aizwal Legends started getting those fouls on the board, that's like 4 initially, and then there's a stop. Now Delhi seems to have taken the lead from them and started fouling quite a bit. So both have 4 fouls apiece.
But and now Kyle, that's the 3rd missed free throw that he's had. And I mean, that's, you can't have that. Again, free throws are huge here. They're free points.
Aizwal stepping outside the perimeter confidently, but no, the shot, he's not able to make it. I fear for Eugene's life inside. Dissing off a big man like Kyle. Nice rebound there. Aizwal. Inside to Kyle. Kyle taking it.
And Kieran just accepting, all right, I'm beat. I'm not going to foul him. I'll just give him the 1 point and not worry about hitting that seven foul mark.
Better 1 than give him a 2 from the line.
I don't think that was the best of shots there. They have plenty of time if they just could stick to their game plan. They have time.
4 minutes 18, and Delhi have 12. Aizwal have 8.
And Kieran's kind of, I think after a couple misses, he's kind of made the effort of
Kiran is trying to find himself and his groove, his mojo back.
kind of decided I'm going to start attacking Kyle as opposed to just shooting over him. And one.
So, yes.
And you can't complain on that. We can hear the slap out here, so that's clearly a foul.
Well, Kyle is happy to wait
and
at the
wind,
free throw line.
wind is now picking up pretty well.
Wow, yes.
And Kieran talking some trash. Usually he's a quiet one.
Must be the water, Himamshu, today. We're seeing a
Little
lot of
sprinkles.
attitude.
I think the little sprinkles are getting everyone a little bit agitated.
Oh, nice pass inside by Kiran to Indy.
That's,
Backdoor pass.
They talked about that as a team. The Aizwal did that. You can't let those back doors and them slip screens happen. These are easy baskets.
Kyle trying to take it inside.
Again, and another and one. So that's foul number 6 right now.
Kiran is definitely not happy with that, but there's nothing he can do. Kyle just is the kind of player that's going to draw those ones unless you get out of the way.
And Kieran again, talking a little smack, talking a little bit smack to Kieran, or to Kyle, excuse me.
(14-9). Delhi have 3 minutes 54. Indy taking it to the hoop, finding it. Dina falling now, and so Indy will go for an and one situation.
And Dina, that's actually the 7th foul, it looks like, so it's going to be an and 2. So, and this is, Aizwal took a break. Aizwal was actually playing good defense against Indy all game, and then Dina had to kind of step up. Dina had good position initially, but he let him cross over his front foot, and that put Dina in a bad position.
And here we have our
They all-
hospitality partner, Lemon Tree.
Kieran and Kyle having some playful talk.
Some love on the sidelines. That was quite unusual. Generally, we don't see Indy missing those shots, but
Since Japan.
missed the second one as well. Dina with a
Nice
spin
move,
move.
nice move
Beautiful.
there. Indy's got to know that's his left hand, that he's a left-handed player. He's going to spin to that way every time. Good D there, good D.
Great defense. Anticipated that pass inside to a cutting Kiran.
Good D again there. Kyle not even had his back there, but still, that again, those entry passes got to be better.
Kyle's got a long wingspan, so yeah, he has his hands in every direction, getting a piece of the ball when required. So Kiran's having a tough time with Kyle playing defense. Nice pass inside to Dina. Dina is able to make it, and he's so pumped about it. He draws a foul in the process. Off the glass. And off an assist from Kyle.
So this is 2 free throws here. 7th foul for both teams. No one's making their free throws. Neither team apparently wants the free points. I don't know what's going on here.
I think we should have someone standing underneath with a candy bar or some money over there and say, you make this, we'll give you this. Make those money
And
balls.
the ball's going everywhere, too. No one wants to grab it either.
It is a tad windy for sure, but how much of that is a factor, I'm not quite sure.
I mean, this ball is a pretty. It's not a feather here. I think it does get some. It's got some weight to it.
Kyle
You
Benton.
gotta call that, man.
Indy taking it inside, splitting the defense and making that shot. Quite pumped about it.
2-point lead for Delhi now. It's still anyone's game. Oh, and a push. That's 2 shots. They got to take advantage. See, I think they should have kind of played Harkirith a little bit more here because they need some size, at least on the help side or for rebounding, because Kyle's been dominating them down low. And Harkirith at least provides,
A little bit of size, right?
Compared to Dhruv, a lot more size, but for the team, someone roughly the same size as Kieran.
Kyle made one of 2.
I think the wind died down there, so that's what he's saying right now.
Made the second one as well.
Tie game right now. Good defense, but better offense.
Just when it was tied, Kiran takes it up once more. Harkirith, good defense there.
See, these entry passes have been killing them the entire time. They got to be able to get Kyle a ball in a position where he can do something.
Not quite in the element right from the word go. Delhi has been looking a little bit out of sorts, not completely in their comfort zone. So they're finding themselves in a position, especially with a team like Aizwal, where they enjoyed a clean, good run so far in the league. They're finding themselves in a bit of a spot, an unfamiliar situation.
I think part of it's the size. Like they don't know what to do with Kyle.
Well, no one would know what to do with Kyle. I'm just trying to visualize if Kyle, Timaj, and Lima were all on the floor together.
What would happen?
Yeah.
Chaos.
Make that a 5-on-5 maybe, so that we can have one point guard to facilitate for them.
It's good defense there. It's physical, but good defense. Double dribble there.
Oh. A tad careless.
these turnovers are really killing them because when they get a good shot, when they get a shot, it's generally been a good shot.
I felt there were at least 2 or 3 situations on the previous play that Dina could have launched shots himself.
Yep. Ooh,
That's
a killer right there.
2 points.
That's a killer.
Looks like they're going to ice it.
And that's kind of what he brings to Delhi. It's that leadership. It's that he's there to finisher. He's always been their finisher from their time in Japan.
Kyle Benton will go to the free throw line, but Delhi have 4-point lead and just 1 point away from icing this game. And 2 minutes remaining on the clock.
So Bick over there in the corner talking some trash even when he's not playing to Indy.
Well, these guys have an amazing relationship. So
What's nice about all these guys is on the court they're competitive as hell. Like they're going to go after each other, they're going to talk smack, they're going to push each other, they're going to pull each other, they're going to hit each other a little bit. But off the court, they're all just very good guys, and they hang out together, they get along great, and what stays on the court stays on, what's off is off, which is nice to see. The camaraderie they've built over the 2-3 months.
And Dhruv was mentioning that once his league was over, he's going to miss the entire teams and everyone else included in this because he felt like it's become one big family, which is like fantastic. This is what sports does to people.
Exactly. I mean, that's why they like sports heals nations, they say, and all those like heals strategies in general.
Oh, lucky Luke ices it. Kiran Shastri, minute and 25 remaining, 22 and Aizwal with 18, and we have our first semi-finalists. There we can see Delhi Hoopers having beaten Aizwal Legends 20-18. Much drama in this game as well, but this has been a great day.